guys ever seen a developer just outright snitch on themselves? A lot of times, us in the anti-woke community, we have to put the pieces together. We have to look at the evidence of what we see, make a judgment call, and sometimes we do get it wrong. And a lot of times we do not. Rarely, though, do we ever get a developer come out and say, yeah, our game is woke slop. But Blooper has confirmed Cronos the New Dawn is woke slop. And the funny thing is, I was this close. So close to giving this game a shot. I'm not a fan of Blooper, period. Their works have just been utter disappointments. So they almost got me to play their game until they snitched on themselves. Let's get into what was said. No feminist agenda here, director Jacek Ziba swears to God while we talk during our recent hands-on event in California. All right, let me tell you guys something here. Come here. If a game has no feminist agenda, you don't need to say there's no feminist agenda. Do you see the Altair devs say there's no feminist agenda in their game? Did you see Capcom say there's no feminist agenda in their games? Have you seen any developer other than developers making woke slop ever say there's no feminist agenda in their game? No, because they don't need to. It's inherent in the product. It's not like we hate ourselves or males. No one talks like that. No one talks like that. No one talks like that at all. Thank you for confirming you're also misandrous. It's just simple fact that it's more interesting to have a female protagonist in some strange suit in a science fiction setting than it is to put a male one. That's sexist. Nowadays, people tend to invest in political statements, and sometimes it backfires because the story really doesn't support the thing. But like in his writing team wanted to make sure the traveler's gender supports the main story and all the many aspects of it. When you start the game, you start with a character that is very cold, like continues. But that changes because the story is about her changing. Yeah, you could do the same thing with a male. In fact, many talented authors and untalented authors have done so. We want to support that feeling of a player being alienated and learning about humanity. What more needs to be said? They just snitched on themselves. No one who makes a non-woke game ever needs to point out that their game's not woke. They don't need to make nonsensical statements like this. And let me tell you what happened here. This game started development 3-4 years ago. You know what was at its peak 3-4 years ago? Wokeness. This game started as a woke project, and then by the time it got around here to release, where, there's a very loud and vocal anti-woke voice, even from the general consumer, now they're screwed. They have this game that's woke slop, modern audience dribble, and they need to put out defense pieces going, no, guys, our game's not woke. Our game's not feminist slop. It's like, that's funny, Blooper, because when I play an Altair game and they're talking about how cool their game is, they never need to say that. If I play a Metroid game, they never need to talk about how Samus isn't a boss babe. She's just Samus. And then to say that you need a woman to get this story across? Nah, man, I just play the altars. I stream the altars. That's basically the journey the main character took. He was a very cynical, kind of bitter person because of his life experiences. And through interacting with various different versions of himself, he was able to become a more soft and caring person to those around him and ultimately bettered himself as a person while in complete isolation. The altars proves that the Bloopers writing staff is either talentless hacks or they're just full of shit. I have absolutely no interest in this game anymore. What little interest I was starting to get out of this game from seeing the gameplay is dead. And that, people, is why you don't snitch on yourself. Oh well, more money to spend on other games. Hey, in the comments, let me know what game that didn't need to talk about how it wasn't feminist propaganda with a female main character that you love the most. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.